Hey guys, Haley here with Ald's Mobile Repairs. I'm here with you on a beautiful Friday morning. We are changing brakes on this lovely 2009 Saturn Aura XR. So to begin with, I'm going to tell you, you got to pop the hood, which is underneath the dash. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't. Come in this car, it's going to be right there. You know, go ahead and pop it, which I already have it popped. And put that back in because it is hanging. Let's shut that. But here's the vehicle. First thing you always want to do before you even start changing brakes. So you want to take the cap off the brake reservoir, which is right there. So you want to set that to the side because with that off, you're going to help when you compress the pistons back. You're going to want the air to go somewhere and the fluid somewhere. You don't want it trapped or bust anything. So these are the tools I'm using today. Sorry, my legs are in the way. But I always get permission from every customer I have worked with before I post a vehicle or do anything with it. You never want to just start filming. Yeah, I understand people do for content and stuff like that, but for me it's a safety precaution just because license plate, house numbers, all that. So we're going to begin, and I'm going to sit you up right here. This is all live footage. I never stop or pause or anything like that and flip the film. So you're going to see everything live. That's why my videos take time. But today we're changing the front brakes on this 2009 Saturn Aura XR. So we're going to go ahead and start. So first you want to break the lug nuts loose. So we're going to find out which one of these lovely sockets fit it. And on this vehicle, it's a 19 millimeter. I'm going to go ahead and break tire loose. These lug nuts are kind of loose already, which is really not a good sign, but that's fine. We'll tighten it down at the end. So since we have those loose, we are going to go ahead and put the jack on the vehicle. Now we're going to jack up the car. You also want to have a jack stand as an extra safety precaution when changing brakes. You want to lower it somewhat to the jack. So now we're going to take the lug nuts off. Put those to the side. Get that out of the sun because it's hot. Take this tire off. You can either put it to the side or underneath the vehicle as an extra step of safety, which I'm just going to put to the side. Get out of the way. So now I'm going to bring you over here, especially get my phone out of the sun, is So today we're just changing brakes, not rotors. So that'll be a different day, a different time. So we're gonna wanna loosen up this bolt up here and this bolt down here, which I change brakes all the time, but I never know what all the bolts are gonna be. So this is going to be a 14. I'm gonna break those loose. Okay, we got those broke loose. You know what I forgot? I need to get my caliper hanger, which I will go grab right now. You want one of these to hang your caliper off, because you're definitely going to have to take it off. Wiggle it off nice and slow. Oh yeah, got all kinds of crud in here. You always want to inspect the piston when you take it apart, and the boot around the piston. See all that fell out. So now we're going to hang it up. Well, if it hangs up for us, there we go. I'm going to hang it up onto the shock, which I'll show you right there. Put it to the side. We'll compress the caliper at the end. We're going to go ahead and change these brakes. Look at that. Almost gone. Life has ended. And since they didn't get new hardware or anything like that, just brakes at the moment, we're going to clean up the surface. Yeah, look at that. Clean off the area. See all that? That's not what we want on our hardware. Yeah, that definitely looks better on that end now. And anytime you're changing brakes, you want to inspect the rotors. Make sure the rotors are good. There's no bumps, grinds, anything like that, or little tiny dents, because that can affect the brake pads when you put them on. Okay. That's all cleaned up. Where did I place my brake pads? Let me go find those. Give me a second. Okay, found the brake pads. I'm right here. Let me sit down. Okay, I'm gonna move our tool out of the way. Got a brake grease, which you're gonna put on the back of the brakes. Okay, all the brake pads are basically the same. So what we're going to do is, this set came with the little hardware to go on the brake pad. This is supposed to go on it just like this one. This just indicates and tells them when, basically when it starts rubbing on this and you hear loud grinding noises, is because it's definitely time to change your brakes. So on this particular one, we're going to squeeze it on, clip it in place. A lot of people ignore these. It's not a good thing to ignore these parts because you definitely need them. You definitely need to know when it's time to change your brakes too. Okay. We got that placed on. With the old brake pads in the box. Get those out of the way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put a tiny bit of this grease on the back, on the metal part. You never want to put it on this side. Okay. Just a little goes a long way. Put some on the ends, just the ends, and the back side. Okay. Now we're going to place it on the vehicle. Boom, one. And now this side, we're going to put a little bit. I don't know who did these brakes last, but they overdid it with the grease for sure. And boom, that's on. So now since the brake pads are on, next thing is we're gonna put this back in the bag, put it in our little part box, is compressing the piston back. So what you'll do, if you can see that, so I'm gonna get a old brake pad, I'm gonna put it in there, and I'm gonna place my, if I can get a good view so y'all can see that. There you go. You're gonna grab your brake piston tool and get down that level. You're gonna put it in there, and now you're gonna do righty-tighty till the piston goes all the way back. That's not what you want to happen, but it's fine. It's okay. You're gonna push it all the way back till it's fully compressed. There we go, right there. Okay, we're gonna take that out, take the old brake pad out, put it back in the box. Okay, now we're gonna get the caliper and we'll put it back on. Which, give me a second, I'll show you. Move y'all back over here. Any dirt grind that was left in it. Oh, I forgot a step, guys. So, bear with me. So, these caliper pins, you want to take them out and you want to clean them. See all that old gunk and grease off? Let me grab a rag. We want to clean those off and put new grease on it, because after a while they get all gross and start getting hard and you won't be able to get them out. Inspect your boot, make sure there's no rips, anything like that. And also you want to pay attention when you're taking these out. I usually take one at a time out because these little rubber boots have to go on a certain end because it's basically for vibration on the vehicle. They never give you enough grease for all the pads and the pins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up getting my own grease in a minute for the rest. Okay, since that's all greased up, we're going to put that in, move back and forth. There we go. Now we're going to take the bottom one out. Come on out. There we go. You want to make sure they come out, because if they don't, then they're seized in there, and then you're going to have to either try to get it out or get a new caliper bracket, which sucks. See how this one doesn't have the boot? That's why I say you got to pay attention. Put it back in. Move it in now. There we go. Move that to the side. Okay, now we can put our caliper back on. Now we're going to put the bolts back in. You're going to hand tie them as much as you can. At least get them started. Okay. Well, maybe if I go the right way. Now we're going to tighten them up. Don't overdo it, but also make sure it's tight, because you also don't want the bolt to snap. This will be a bad thing, and then you're stuck buying a new caliper. Or, well, depending, new caliper pin, basically, the bracket pin. And there we go. That's all good. That's on there. Now we'll put the tire back on, because that's all good. We've checked everything out. We'll put you back on the curb so y'all can watch me. Move the new brake pads to the side, put them in our little bucket. Those are to the rear, which I'm going to do another video on for the rear. Move. You want to hand tight these on, or put them on, because if you go straight to putting them in with the impact, you could either strip the lug nut or the stud itself, and then you got yourself into a pickle. Okay. You want to do it in a star formation. And I'm going to torque these here in a little bit. I will put the torque specs for the lug nuts in the description. But there you go. That's how you change brakes on a 2009 Saturn Aura XR. This is a 2.4 liter. I do appreciate y'all watching. If you don't mind subscribing or giving me a like, so I can continue doing what I love doing. Thank you. Have a great day.